Hello students, teachers, parents, history nerds. Hello everybody and welcome to Nutshelled History, where we lay out the facts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today, we are going to continue our Ancient Civilizations series by looking at the Hebrews and the origins of Judaism. Don't forget that there's a link for a fill-in-the-blank worksheet in the description. I just ask that you like and subscribe. I apologize for any mispronunciations ahead of time. I do my best. Okay, let's go. About 4,000 years ago, the ancient Israelites developed Judaism, one of today's major religions. Unlike neighboring peoples, Israelites were monotheistic, believing in only one God. They believed every event reflected God's plan, so they recorded events and laws in the Torah. It is the most sacred text of the Israelites, or Jews, and includes the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible. According to the Torah, about 2000 BC, Abraham and his family migrated to a region called Canaan. Abraham is considered the father of the Israelites. The Israelites believed that God made a covenant or binding agreement with Abraham. This covenant promised a special relationship with God and a homeland in Canaan. However, famine forced the Israelites into Egypt, where they became slaves. Much later, Moses led their exodus or departure from Egypt back to Canaan. There, they established the Kingdom of Israel around 1000 BC. Under the second king, David, the feuding 12 tribes of Israel were united into one kingdom. Then David's son Solomon undertook the task of turning Jerusalem into an impressive capital city. He completed a massive temple and increased Israel's influence in the region. However, after his death, the kingdom split and eventually fell to the Assyrians and Babylonians. Israelite society was patriarchal, meaning that men held the greatest authority. Also, from early times, law was central to Judaism. The Torah contains laws on such subjects as cleanliness, food preparation, and crime. Also in the Torah is a special set of laws called the 10 Commandments. These laws stress moral conduct and religious duty, such as keeping the Sabbath, a holy day of rest and worship. Often in Jewish history, prophets or spiritual leaders arose. They urged social justice and taught strong codes of ethics or moral standards of behavior. During a 500-year period called the Diaspora, the Jews left or were exiled from Israel, and they spread out around the world. Still, they maintained their identity in close-knit communities, following religious laws and traditions. This helped them to survive centuries of persecution. Judaism has been an important religion. From that culture and faith, both Christianity and Islam emerged, creating an ethical legacy we call the Judeo-Christian tradition. Alright, it's recap time. About 4,000 years ago, the ancient Israelites made history by going against the grain and being monotheistic, believing in just one God, while their neighbors were busy collecting gods like trading cards. They recorded their history and laws in the Torah, their sacred text, which doubles as a divine to-do list. Abraham, the original patriarch, made a covenant with God, promising a homeland in Canaan, though famine and slavery in Egypt complicated things. Enter Moses, who led the epic exodus back to Canaan, where King David united the Israelites and his son Solomon built a flashy temple in Jerusalem. After Solomon's death, the kingdom fell apart faster than a poorly built sandcastle, conquered by Assyrians and Babylonians. Despite a long diaspora and centuries of persecution, the Jewish people kept their faith alive in tight-knit communities. Their laws, like the 10 Commandments, stressed morality and justice, leaving an ethical legacy that inspired both Christianity and Islam. Talk about a cultural mic drop. There you have it, folks. That is the Hebrews and the origins of Judaism nutshelled. Thanks for stopping by Nutshelled History. It would be moral and just for you to go nuts on those like and subscribe buttons for me at this time. It would really help me out. See y'all next time on Nutshelled History.